For those of you that graduated high school, don't you just wish you could go back, to waking up early, having to do pointless tests and assignments, all that stuff after you graduated? Really? Me either. But apparently this psychopath does.
Now to the 32-year-old woman accused of posing as a high school student. She faces new charges after pretending to be a traumatized child while collecting a salary as a Massachusetts social worker.
So yes, you got that right. This 32-year-old social worker decided that they would go back and relive their high school days when everything was perfect. Probably was the popular one. That's the only time they were popular, I'm assuming. And that's why she wants to go back and relive it. At least that's what I think. I mean, there could be multiple reasons why she's trying to go back and relive her high school days. I really can't think of why you would want to do this. I mean, going to high school, that's pretty boring. I mean, I guess you graduated, so you kind of only get the fun parts of being in high school since you don't actually have to care about your grades at all because you already have a diploma, so I guess you could just goof off. Well, still, even then, why would you want to hang out with 13-year-olds when you're in your 30s? That's really kind of creepy if you think about it.
Trevor Ault has the story. Good morning, Trevor.
Good morning, George. So investigators say this all began when a man claimed he was withdrawing his daughter from school because she was bullied, even though she had just enrolled in that school a week prior. And school officials thought something was up. Prosecutors now say that student was actually a woman in her early 30s.
Maybe that's why she wanted to be the high school bully, but never got a chance to. So she wants to get that off the bucket list. Maybe she was bullied, and then she decided, well, you know what? I want to become the bullier. So I'm going to, at my age of 32 years old, with this new aged confidence, because you get more confident as you get older. At least some people probably do get less confident, but that's for another day. So she decided, at 32 years old, I'm going to go and bully a 13-year-old. What a inspiration.
This morning, the Massachusetts woman accused of posing as a Boston Public Schools high school student now facing multiple felony charges. Investigators say last year, 32-year-old Shelby Hewitt enrolled in 3 separate schools, presenting herself as a teenage foster child as young as 13, going by the names Daniela and Ellie.
Really, that's the thing I don't get. If you were, well, first of all, this is stupid to do, but if you were to even attempt to make this look realistic like you were an actual student, wouldn't you at least try to say you're an 18-year-old senior? Because that's pretty much like the highest age you are in high school. I mean, some people may be 19, but usually the oldest person in high school is 18. Why wouldn't you try that if you really wanted to relive your high school days? But did you want the full 4-year experience? You wanted to start with freshman year, then somehow get away with this by the time you're a senior? And depending on how well you do, you might be an actual senior citizen by the time you become a senior in your class.
Prosecutors allege while Hewitt was working as a social worker at the State Department of Children and Families, she created multiple names and dates of birth for herself and several fake social workers to spread a false narrative she was an extremely traumatized child with significant special educational needs.
Okay, so not only did she want to pose as a student, she wanted to pose as a special education student that has special needs for whatever reason, and then she wants to bully people. This is a wild story.
16-year-old Janelle Lamont says she befriended Hewitt in school when the pair had 3 classes together. She says she suspected Hewitt had some mental health troubles because she'd have outbursts in class, but never suspected she was a different age.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Or it's also a part of, well, I don't actually have to study here, and I want to fool around because I don't actually go to high school. I'm only here for the fun parts of high school. Let's interrupt class. Let's do all this crazy stuff. Yeah. But also the possibility that what she is doing is not normal at all. I do suspect that there probably is some mental issues going on here, which I'm not trying to make fun of. I know that's serious, and I hope she gets the treatment she needs if this really is what's causing this, for her to want to do this.
I was definitely shocked, and my friends were definitely upset because we accepted her as just like one of us.
She even managed to make friends that quickly. Well, I have no idea how long she was there in the school for. I can't imagine it was that long. But how could you not tell this person like looked like twice your age, is literally old enough to be your teacher? How can you not tell that?
Boston Public School officials alerted authorities this summer after administrators discovered a DCF form had been filled out incorrectly and the social worker listed on the form was not actually an employee there. Prosecutors say Hewitt didn't act alone. She had two purported foster parents, one of whom is another social worker.
What? Did she get two other people to agree to this? To do this? What the hell?
Hewitt pleaded not guilty this week to 9 counts, including felony forgery, identity fraud, and larceny. Her attorney insists she was never a danger to anyone.
She's a person who's had a lifelong history of mental health challenges. She's in treatment, and she's working towards making herself a better person.
Well, I do believe that she is suffering mentally and is going to treatment, which is good. Whether she was a danger or not, it's not safe to have her around kids. Even if she doesn't mean it, if she is mentally unstable, she could be a danger to these kids. So it probably is best to keep her away from the schools, supervise her. I mean, I do think that she should be charged with something, because it is dangerous to forge all those documents, get yourself close to children, and that type of scene. It's just not safe. And unfortunately, she is suffering from mental issues, which I hope she can recover from. But at the same time, you got to protect the kids. Thank you for watching this video. Please comment your thoughts down below. And if you like it, please hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching, everybody.